Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. So today we're taking a look at how you can let go of your negative feelings. So we're looking at what is going on in your current situation, what is causing frustrations for you. And of course, if you stick with the reading till the end, we are going to pull advice, guidance, healing messages and solutions to your particular issue at hand, okay? So obviously if you leave the read early, then you're going to miss out on the guidance and the advice, right? So as always, this is a general reading, so you only take the messages that are meant for you and you leave what isn't yours for someone else, okay? Simple. Right, so what is going on in your current situation? So the first cards that I pull, that's going to give me context into your situation. Okay, current situation at hand, poverty and house. Someone here could be looking for a place to live, okay? They could be currently homeless or under the threat of homelessness. Or if you already have a house or a home, then there's this concern and this worry about being able to afford the upkeep on the home, you know, being able to continue to afford the mortgage or the rent or whatever, okay? Poverty and house. It pulls up this energy of struggling to keep a roof over your head, okay? So this is the context that's coming out for this particular reading. Right, so what are the frustration? I mean, that's frustrating enough. But let's get a card for the frustrations. Unexpected income and child. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is all to do with finances here, with unexpected income. And someone could have a child involved with this situation. It's an interesting and yet very, very complicated energy, this one. It shows that someone is needing financial support here, and they're needing financial support for their child also. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the rider. Now that's actually very fortuitous, okay? The rider brings with it a message of fortune, a message of hope with that rainbow, okay? So I do see that this particular financial pressure that's being put on you is going to be relieved. It is going to be relieved. Right, let's get some more, find out what else is going on here. Can you give us some more context, please, about our collective's situation with poverty and house? What's going on with poverty? Thank you. Okay. The Two of Coins and the High Priestess. Okay. It's a balancing act. They're saying it's a balancing act. Having to partake in this dance that you don't want to that you don't want to partake in, that, you know, this dance of money in, money out, you know, this dance of never having enough. And then you've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is usually a very gentle, healing energy, because it's all about your intuition, your psychic insights, your higher self. I feel that someone here has lost complete hope and faith, quite possibly also in the universe as well, due to their struggles here. Okay. High Priestess is also a secret keeper, so I'm feeling that this is telling me that you're keeping secrets about your current struggles. It's like you definitely don't want anyone to know that you're currently struggling, or this person doesn't want anyone to know that they're currently struggling. Tell us more about the High Priestess. Thank you. Yeah, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very, very controlled energy. It's like you're definitely trying to maintain control here. you're not, oh, I keep saying you, it might not even be you, this could be someone else that you care for that's dealing with this. Yeah, that this person is trying to maintain strong composure and control. They don't want anybody to know that they're actually struggling. There's this feeling of embarrassment also, almost, that's coming through here. Okay, what's this unexpected income? Eight of Swords. Okay, so someone here is waiting for this unexpected income that hasn't come through yet. So this person knows that they are due this payment. They know that they are within their rights to receive this payment. But there's a blockage here with this. That there's some kind of hold up. What's the hold up? Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. It could be something to do with the other parent here. Okay. Now, you guys know me. I don't like this whole baby mama, baby daddy drama that comes out in the reads. Like, I do tend to shut off immediately as soon as anything like that comes through. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the verge of it. However, this is a situation here where there is clearly a parent who is not doing their duty to their child, and so it is important that I persevere with this reading in spite of my own personal feelings towards it. Okay, we clearly have got one of the parents that is trying to shirk their responsibilities, and it's their financial responsibilities to their child. And now their child is running the very real risk of ending up homeless because they're putting their disdain, their spite and their hatred towards the other parent instead of doing the right thing and putting their grievances to one side and supporting their child. And then we've got the parent who has stuck around for this child and who is the main caregiver of this child, who is struggling, fighting tooth and nail, trying to get anybody to listen to them, yet also not fully divulging in the seriousness of their desperate situation. Okay, that's what's going on with this context in this read. So it's no wonder that you're going to be feeling frustrated and angry, because this situation, it is absolutely intolerable and it is unforgivable as well. The fact that we've got an adult who is willfully punishing a child, and the child's health, safety, security and future, because they want to punish the other adult that they used to have a relationship with. That is absolutely unforgivable. It's showing me that for some, not all, that this spiteful parent is either planning on having kids with another partner or already has other kids with another partner, and they seem to be favorited. Okay, so this is a really, really complex situation here that's coming out. We've got the original family, if you will, that the first family that this parent made, basically under the threat of homelessness and being completely abandoned, and then the new family that they have favorited wants for nothing. That's what I'm seeing. So there's a message here that's coming through with this rider, a message of hope. And interestingly enough, you've even got the Northern Star, or their star, underneath that one as well. Okay. that star again, it tells you guys that there is a turn of good luck here that's coming in for you. Okay, you will be receiving the financial help and support that you're needing. Okay, you will be able to keep this child here safe, happy, healthy, warm, clean. Okay, you do have this money coming in. Now, how that's coming through, that's going to be different for all of yous. Okay, again, I'm not a psychic, I'm just an intuitive. I can only read the strongest overall energies. Okay, you do have a huge payout coming your way, and it's going to get you out of this hellhole, basically. Okay, that's what the rider and the star is telling you. The star is that guiding light. The star is saying things are going to get better. This combination is incredibly lucky. Okay. Interesting. What's going on for our collective, please? What is something that our collective is actually learning through this situation, please? The Ten of Wands, the Hermit and the Star. Yeah, something that you're learning. You're learning that you're a lot stronger than what you previously gave yourself credit for. Okay. I mean, I can see and feel from this energy that you're being put under immense, and I mean immense, pressure. And it's all been completely unnecessary, and it all could have been avoided had that other person just done the right thing, had they have just been honorable. But they have no honor. And so you're learning a lot of things, I want to say, about human psyche. You're learning a lot about who you truly are as a person and how strong and determined you actually are. And the Star, healing energy, wish fulfillment. You're learning not to quit on yourself because you know exactly who it is that's watching. That's what's keeping you going. You're also learning as well with this Star energy that anything and everything is possible. And you're also learning that you have more power and influence than you actually realized that you had, because inside that lantern is actually a star. Okay, and I do love when the Star does come out with the Hermit, because that is total enlightenment. How can our collective center themselves, please, and release negative feelings? 10 of Coins, 7 of Coins, 3 of Swords. They're saying how you can center yourself is to understand that this person's treatment towards you and your child, for those who have them, it was never really about you. It was more to do with their lack of control over you. Okay. It is difficult to explain, because what we've got is someone investing in being as hurtful as possible. Okay. And definitely deliberately withholding the support, the finances needed, right? So what they're saying with this, and it sounds a little bit patronizing actually, but I have to say it anyway, okay? But please do understand, this is not my personal opinion. I'm trying to read the cards as best I can. They're saying that what they invest in is what they're going to harvest. And they're literally about to start harvesting that Three of Swords for themselves, because that's what they've been dishing out to everyone else, okay? They've been putting material wealth and possessions over and above other people, okay? And again, that's what they're going to be harvesting. Because that Seven of Coins is a very karmically charged energy. We've got self-sustaining and supporting yourself here with the Ten of Coins and the Seven of Coins, right? So you can, again, this is the bit where I said it's going to sound patronizing, and I genuinely don't mean it to. That you can and you will find ways and means of gaining this Ten of Coins for yourself and for your child and for your future together, okay? Ten of Coins is one of the apex cards. It's safety, it's security, it's long term. It also shows that you have been forced in a lot of ways, because of that Three of Swords, to grow and to be as self-sufficient as possible, okay? So in order for you to keep your center and to release negative feelings, recognize this person put you through all of this because of who they are as a person, okay? They tried to drag you down and pull you down, but yet they have been unsuccessful. And they're also saying, you can survive this. You literally are going to be able to survive anything that life chucks at you, okay? Again, I sincerely do apologize if that sounds patronizing, okay? It genuinely is not meant to. It really, really isn't. I've got to go along with the messages that come through, okay? Right, what will change when our collective releases their negative feelings? What will change? And again, listen, nobody's going to blame you for feeling these negative feelings, okay? Not as, I mean, come on, especially not after you've been put through all that. That's absolutely disgraceful. The Tower and the King of Coins, interesting. I did tell you, didn't I, that the other person who was doing this to you and your child, who was being selfish, greedy, withholding, trying to punish you through your child, they're about to lose everything. Okay, I did say that that was a karmically charged card, didn't I? And that they were going to harvest this Three of Swords that they so quickly gave out to others. The Tower and the King of Coins. Yeah. This person is about to quite possibly lose their job, lose their reputation, lose their financial security or stability. And if they have been shirking their financial responsibilities and they've been getting away with it, and they thought they could continue to get away with it, they're going to be in for a bit of a nasty shock here, because they're not going to be able to get away with it for much longer. Okay. The Tower is an incredibly disruptive force. Okay. It can be very destructive, but it also feels like this is kind of necessary. Okay. It's necessary because they're needing humbled. And they've been needing humbled for a while. And it's showing that the avenue of their humbling is going to be through their wealth, their reputation, their current self-assuredness. Okay, that's the avenue that's being hit here. I feel strongly as well that there's something else going on within this person's private life that that is about to blow up in their face. So for example, if they abandoned you and your child, started that other family elsewhere, you know how that's going to go, don't you? It's falling apart. It's falling apart. Okay, so also with this one, the King of Coins energy, again, man or woman, gender fluid, doesn't make a difference, okay? It's a message of being a provider. This individual failed in their duty to be a provider, okay? And they have been getting away with it. So they are now going to be forced to do the right thing. That's that combination right there, okay? They're not going to be able to escape it, because in a lot of ways the Tower energy is inescapable. So that's what's going to change for you guys, okay? They are going to be forced to provide. Let's pull some more messages. Okay, how can our collective be more patient and gentle with themselves in the future, please? Oh, they're off balance. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, it's showing me this image of how you thought things were going to be. Okay, such as, you know, family, kids, home, kittens, puppies, you know, all of these beautiful things, that this beautiful lifestyle that someone had sort of laid out in front of them. It's like the fantasy that we all have about how our life is going to play out, you know, having a beautiful, healthy family, having a beautiful home, having everything that we want in life. Okay, now this has come out off balance, and that's showing that someone's dreams and hopes for their future, basically, that that beautiful fantasy imagery in their mind's eye that they had about the home and family that they were going to be a part of, never came to fruition. Okay, so you can be gentle with yourself and kinder to yourself by understanding that certain things you can work on, you can partake in, and that you can control, the bumblebee, and other things are going to be outside of your control. Okay, this is saying, look, you cannot force others to basically do the right thing or behave in a way that is respectful or normal, you know. Sometimes in life shit genuinely does just happen, and shit does happen to the nicest of people. Okay, and sometimes there is nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do to avoid it. Okay, so I would say for this one is to understand that there are definitely certain things outside of your control when it comes down to the decisions that other people make. Okay, but it's also saying that actually you still can create that beautiful Ten of Cups, just not with that person. Okay, you can still create that Ten of Cups. That's what they're telling you. And then Queen of Swords off balance, having boundaries, refusing to make excuses for other people's shitty behavior, you know, because your Queen of Swords, they do not suffer fools gladly. Okay, with it coming out off balance, it indicates to me that you might have made excuses for certain red flags, that you might have internalized a lot of the bullshit that this other person put you through and blamed yourself for it. Okay, again, that's why it's off balance. They're also saying that you used to be incredibly confident as well. So again, you can rebuild your confidence. Okay, it's not completely gone. This is just more to do with getting back in touch with those lost pieces of yourself here, almost. Okay. Interesting. And then energy at the bottom of the deck, what do you know? It's the Empress. Yeah. So I always say, like, the Empress, when it shows closer to the end of a read, it tells me that the person that I'm reading for is going to have an incredibly positive outcome, okay? Because the Empress, again, male or female, gender fluid, doesn't matter. It's all about fertility, growth, abundance. Okay, it is the divine feminine energies. And again, you're stepping in to your true feminine divine here. Even if you identify as a man, okay, it doesn't matter. We've all got masculine and feminine energies within us, okay? You're stepping into your true feminine divine, the caregiver. Okay, this is literally the mother of tarot. Okay, very, very nurturing, very abundant, very prosperous, very fertile. And when they say fertile, they mean you can literally create anything that you want. Okay, you will always find a way, not just to make it work, but you will always find a way to thrive, because it's the Empress energy. Okay, the Empress is not about surviving, she's all about thriving. Okay, have you ever heard the turn of phrase, making a silk purse out of a sow's ear? That's Empress energy. Okay, it's someone who can take the most unassuming thing and turn it into the most beautiful work of art that you've ever seen. That's why it's ruled by Venus. Okay, so you could take an empty shell of a building, for example. You know, it could be, I don't know, it could be like the worst empty shell of a building that you've ever seen. And someone with the Empress energy is going to find really inventive, really creative ways of turning that empty shell into a beautiful home, and doing it in such a way that it didn't cost them the earth to do it, you know, because they're that friggin' creative. Empress, don't get me wrong, Empress is incredibly hands-on energy. That's someone who is not afraid to get their hands dirty, who is not afraid to you know, think differently and get creative. That's why they're saying, look, you can literally take any opportunity and turn it into something really incredible, really beautiful. Okay. And that's why she's all about thriving. So yeah, it's a very promising outlook for you guys here, definitely. Can you have a healing message for our collective? I nearly said creative, for our creative. Can you have a healing message for our collective that's resonating with this, please? Oh, okay. There's a blockage. There's some kind of blockage here to do with your healing. They're saying that you have to genuinely believe that you do deserve better. Okay. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so you've genuinely got to really do believe that you deserve better, and that you are allowed nice things, and that you are supposed to have a beautiful life. Okay. And call healer, seer, Priest, priestess, soul purpose. Interesting. Let's take a look. Okay, this is a bit of a weird one, okay? But this is the message that came out for you. So it says, the folklore of many different places, including Iceland, France, Holland, Albania, England and Germany, has tales about a rare event called an call. I do apologise if I'm mispronouncing that, but I've never heard of it. Or a veiled birth. This occurs when the mother goes into labour, but her waters fail to break, and the baby appears in this world still inside its amniotic sac in which it gestated. According to tradition, children who are born en call have second sight and gifts in healing. In Scotland, they were seen as good omens, and fishermen sought out birth call, the amniotic sac, as an amulet to protect them from drowning. In ancient Egypt, they were believed to be the future priests, priestesses and priestesses of the community. This is the card of the healer, the seer, the wisdom keeper and the mystic. Perhaps you're already on this path, or perhaps it's something new for you. So maybe this entire situation has triggered deep, deep, deep within you some kind of ability that you've always had, maybe knew about it, maybe not, or tried to ignore that you had it. That it's like this situation that you've been through or are currently going through is serving as a catalyst to this. Okay. The healer, the shaman, the medicine person knows that it's through facing their own shadow and taking their own deep healing journey that they can return to guide others in their healing. So this scenario has triggered a dark night of the soul. This entire scenario has forced you to face your own shadow because of the other person that you're dealing with, and the treatment and behavior towards you. It's almost like, oh, how to explain this? It's like they've held up some kind of mirror. It's like the darkness within them has triggered the light within you, sort of thing. Okay, that's how it feels anyway. The healer is, like all of us, in their own spiral of transformation and healing. Healed isn't a stagnant state, yeah. Healing is a continuous process, basically. The healer knows that they're not meant to be perfect and whole all of the time. Instead, it's because they've journeyed to the deepest, darkest, uncharted oceanic caves and returned with an open heart and mind that they're able to hold space for another. This card is an acknowledgement of your role in the world and the deep work you've been doing on your own healing journey. Soul inquiry. How can you answer the call of your soul in the fullest expression today? Interesting. Okay. So perhaps this situation has forced you to look to your own universe-given gifts as a means to support yourself and your child when no one else would. Okay, somebody could be abruptly nudged onto this journey of self-exploration and recovery through such an awful, horrible situation. And now they're like so much in tune now with their higher self than they ever have been. And now are able to utilize their healing abilities to support their family. That's how that reads to me. So that other person was definitely an abrupt catalyst. Okay. I mean, it seems a bit of an extreme way of doing things, and, you know, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes in life, when things like that happen, it does feel ridiculously cruel. You know, it feels like a very cruel lesson to have to go through. But, and then it makes me question, well, was there not a better way of doing this? Was there not a kinder way of doing this? I don't know. For me personally, it just raises so many more questions than it does bring answers. But that's just me. And yes, before anyone asks, yes, I have been through a lot of really bizarre, soul-breaking incidences that have taken me to where I am today, and I still can't make sense of it. So, you know, there we go. I mean, I think that's probably just me. Okay, remember, many of the clouds casting shadows aren't real. Okay, so that's like your worst fear is not going to come to fruition. Your worst fear is not going to come to anything. Okay, and don't stop living your life because of someone else. That's a very powerful one. And do not give up because something didn't work out right away. Yeah. Just because this situation went horrifically wrong, it doesn't automatically mean that everything that you attempt or every new relationship that you attempt in the future is doomed to repeat this exact cycle. Okay, because it doesn't work that way. All right, you're not doomed. Yeah, absolutely not. Okay, right, let's pull one of the naughty cards just to try and uplift the energy here. Again, if you're new here, then I do need to give the warning. If you're allergic to swearing or sarcasm, then you just don't have to listen, okay? It's just a bit of light-hearted fun at the end of the read, because laughter is a very high vibration. Exhale that bullshit, yeah. Today, practice the ancient meditation technique of inhaling the good shit and exhaling the bullshit. Think of good shit like puppies and pandas and pineapple. Here's a question, what's the point of pandas? I mean, it sounds a bit brutal, but it's like, don't they only eat one type of food, and that one type of food is being decimated? You know, they're not... they're not adapting, and isn't that why they're becoming extinct? Because they're not adapting. Anyway, I digress. Think of things that don't start with the letter P. Breathe that in like it sparkles. Exhale the bullshit stuff like anxiety, self-doubt and resentment. Let it leave your body like dust being cleared out. It works. At the very least, you'll have an idea about what stuff you like and what stuff to dump on your therapist. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like what you've been through, or whoever is going through this. I mean, my heart genuinely does go out to you. I couldn't even imagine being put through anything like that. You know, maybe it would be wise to seek out a therapist to help you exhale all of this trauma, basically. It's built up trauma, isn't it? But yeah, I do need to leave that one there. Thank you so very much for watching. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful to someone. But yeah, if you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am currently taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.